Tough game last night. You came over to watch the Jets and the Stars. You really felt sorry for Scheifele. I think the first question all the Jets fan wants to know, was that a penalty?
It was a penalty.
Yeah.
It was a penalty.
You're saying last night that Scheifele's penalty wasn't Scheifele's fault.
It was the right defenseman's fault. Well,
because he should have backed out when
when he saw kind of dicey there, he should have backed out.
Right. So you were saying you always wanted your defenseman to back out there.
Just a little bit. Just turn a little bit.
To give him a hand. So you said a funny story that happened to you in Rochester when you were coaching.
Oh, I had Rick Pagnuti, and I remember Rick Pagnuti was standing there, and he thought he was safe. I said, you know who I blame that second goal on? I said, Rick Pagnuti. Holy shit. And he almost had to pick him off the ice. But he was pretty good.
Because who told you? I remember you telling me you always liked your defense to be like on a hinge.
I just had to pull out just a bit. And he would have been waiting there for the guy. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
And
but it's just almost incredible that the Jets are 0-10 in their last playoff road games.
Really?
Yeah, they're 0-10 and they're 6-14 in their last 20.
Jeez, that's hard to believe.
Yeah, you're not going to win the Stanley Cup if you can't win on the road, unless you're going to be perfect.
Unless you're perfect
at home.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hellebuck played okay last night. He played well.
Yeah, he played good last night, and the rest of the team played pretty good last night.
Yeah, I feel, but the refs had to call that.
He had to call it. Yeah.
So Thomas Harley got the winner, and we saw him play in Vaughan.
Vaughan, yes, we saw him play, and I never thought he'd be that good.
Again, it's funny how he was a big defenseman, and he was a pretty good skater back then. Not like now. And you kind of go, oh yeah, he'll be a good guy. And then he went to Mississauga, and then we saw him play for the Mississauga Steelhead.
Yeah.
And he started to play better.
Yeah, he started to play better.
Yeah.
Well, he got the winner.
Yeah.
He should be happy.
Yeah. So you know the weird thing though, the top 3 teams now in the league are out after the second round are out of the playoffs. So
really?
The Jets were number 1,
Yeah.
Washington was number 2, Vegas was number 3, and they're all out after the second round.
Yeah.
And if the Leafs lose tonight, it'll be 5 teams.
Damn.
4 of the 5 top teams will be out of the playoffs. Yeah, you wonder if the NHL, so does the regular season really mean that much?
There's 2 rankings. There's regular season rankings and playoff rankings.
Yeah.
And some teams do play for the playoffs. Some teams, I started right at training camp.
Was it a big thing for you to get in first place, or was it more important that...
No, I wanted to get in first place.
You did, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of different back then.
Tell the story of Punch.
Buffalo was a 100-point team back then. We were always fighting for Buffalo for the first spot. And...
they had that Rick... They had that... The super line.
Yeah, the French Connection line, and King Kong Korab on defense, and Jim Schoenfeld, and so the Bruins had to win to clinch the first place over Buffalo. But the game we had to beat Toronto, and we're down 3-1 with
3-1 to go.
With 2 minutes to go.
With 2 minutes to go.
And so Punch Imlach was at the game, so he decided to leave to beat the traffic to go back to Buffalo, thinking he wrapped up first place.
Him and his wife.
What was his wife's name?
Dodie
or something like that. Yeah. And by the time he got to the car, the guy goes, "Oh, it's too bad, Punch, you lost first place." He goes, "What are you talking about? Leafs were winning 3-1 when there were 2 minutes left." He goes, "No, the Bruins won 4-3."
Damn.
It was.
That was a good feeling.
It was Dougie Hallward scored.
Dougie Hallward and Dougie Hallward.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he scored, and Bobby Miller. And Donnie
Marcotte. Yeah. Yeah, and your philosophy of shoot from everywhere, you told Dougie Hallward just pinch and shoot, right?
Just shoot.
And it just went off of something and went and beat Mike Palmatier. I think it was a little bit different too, first place, because the first year it was was best one out of 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah, the best. Of
So
three.
and then the other one you got to buy, right?
Oh, yeah, it's
so it was
powerful.
important
Yeah.
to get it this way. But if the Leafs lose tonight, it's like
rankings don't mean much.
it doesn't mean anything. 4 of the top 5 teams are out of the league, out of the playoffs.